Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. I am doing well. So, I am here to talk about something. So, there's something called open doors. I'm opening a door. I don't know how to, I'm going to tell it to you, but there's something called opening a door. So, there are some things that you find you always pray for them. But then the moment that they decide to come, you don't even usually need to pray for them any longer. Inakwanga like it's an open door imefunguliwa in your life for you to start getting them. Like for example, why is it easier for rich people to get richer? Unaweza kuta like, for most cases, unaweza kuta like a rich person, wealthy, very wealthy, akona pesa. Maybe anataka kupata 500,000. And then there's you on the other side, okay, someone else on the other side, mwenye anaomba tu apate punch ama apate thou. You'll find that you see this rich person, it's easier for them to get that 500,000 as compared to this person mwenye anatafuta thou. Why? Because unakuta on this other side, kuna hiyo open door already, yeah, who have flow of money. I'm not saying this other one doesn't have flow of money, but as compared to the amount and the way anapata hiyo flow of money, it's a bit rare as compared to this wealthy person. So if, for example, you find yourself, you've started earning 6-figure, 100,000, 200,000, thank God and tell God to always keep that door open. Because if you earn 100,000, you find it's even going to be easier for you to earn 200,000. You find it's even easier for you to earn 300,000. Utaendelea hivyo until you find that there's a time that you're earning 1 million on a monthly basis. And then, for example, if you're that type of person, when you unasema tu sikuma, because inakwanga very important for you to decide to fanya vitu zingine hata kama they are so hard and they look so luxurious and expensive, do them. Uamue leo unataka kutumia expressway, sema tu unataka tu kutumia expressway hiyo barabara just for fun, you do it. You find that it's going to even be an open door for you to use it. You don't know how it's going to happen, but you find if you used that expressway today, tomorrow, the next day, or some other time, like timeline haitakuwa imefungwa, you find yourself using it again. And let me tell you something. This thing also applies to also on the other side. On the other side, that is the bad side. Because, for example, if you are in a place whereby, like for example, I always like using my case, okay? I'm not saying it's bad for someone to come out clean. Mimi, trust you me, come out clean with me. So, the way my ex confessed to me that he cheated, that was actually an open door. So since that time, atuongeangi, atuambianangi anything, but there's a lot of information that came from that about him. A lot of information came. Like inaanza kukua ni kama akili yako imefunguka, like it's an open door. Inakuonyesha even his red flags, inakuonyesha hadi size ya kiactive, this is what it means. But before he even got to confess, ungewaiziona. So it's also like another open door. Like isha happen, asha sema li cheat, it's true, that's what got to happen. And so a lot of information starts coming in. So like for example, the way you decide now to have sex before marriage, or you decide to start using certain type of substances, inakuanga like an open door. Like you have to, it's like it's something that has to be fed time and time again. That's unaonanga pia if someone, like for example, was really praying for a child. Hannah was praying for a child, alipata someone, afterwards she got children afterwards. I think that's what the Bible says. Umenikumbusha. It's usually easy for them. Like there's this lady I know, she's such an amazing gospel artist. Alikuwa anaombea mtoto for whole 10 years, she got a baby. Afterwards, hadi kumaliza miaka zingine mbili, she got another baby, because that is an open door. Okay? So, you always pray to God to open doors for you. If you want to learn a skill, and decide to open a door of you learning skills. Skills inaanza tu kukuja one by one. Nibango ameweka skill lingine hapo, but I hope mnanisikia bado. Like if you decide to open a skill and decide to learn a skill, a door is usually opened for you to learn other skills. Like for example, April this year was the first time that I decided to pay for a skill. So I decided to do makeup. But then at that time, when I was doing makeup, I did makeup self, because I did not have like enough money to do professional. Then afterwards, after I finished my makeup training, I got, like, for some reason, I got an open door for I now to do professional makeup training. I paid for a skill that I have to do in South Sea. I also paid for another skill that I have to do around where I live. I also find myself like kuna skill ingine even I don't have to pay for. That swimming na gym. But yeah, that I do not have to pay for. Let me say to swimming that I do not have to pay for, but it's an open door. You see that open door of skills. Nutakuta by the time that namaliza hizo skills, there'll also be another open door for something else that I don't know why. So always pray to God to open doors for you. Ama you risk it. Risk those luxurious things. You want to buy makeup. Today buy one expensive makeup thing. It will be like an open door. You find yourself even like having that thing ya kupata expensive makeup products. Another thing, if it's an open door of you eating KFC, maybe you decide like, today nataka kulipia KFC. Lipia KFC. Trust you me, it's going to be like an open door for you to eat that KFC. It may not be directly about the amount of money that you'll use. Hata maybe utaanza kutumia pesa from that, but you find yourself KFC. So always pray to God to open so many doors of blessings to you. Kama ni financially, kama ni nini, like always have that strength. Na unaambia God akubariki na open doors. If you start having, that's unakutanga when someone ameanza kuinvest in good friendships, they always have that flow of good friendships. They continue flowing in them. If someone is that type of person who was praying for a community, they get themselves in one community. Unaanza tu kuzaa another community. You start finding yourself you're being even in other different communities that you had not even thought about, that you had not even asked about. The moment that you start attracting high valued men, even as friends in your life. Even when someone has attracted low value men, that's usually even another open door for you to attract even other low valued men. If you start loving yourselves, it becomes an open door for you to continue showering yourself with a lot of love and respect and everything. If you start that place whereby you're solo dating, you're giving yourself the 5 love languages back to yourself, it becomes an open door for you to continue giving yourself those love languages. So no matter what you do, even the things that you do, even the things that you get to do, just remember it might be an open door that you've opened in your life, because you have the keys to your life. And those keys, amwambiangi that you have the keys to your life just hivi. You have the keys to your life because hizo funguo ndizo zinatumika kufungua every section of your life. If you're a person who decides to go for worship nights, inakuanga like an open door. Utaenda to worship night ya church moja leo, kisha umepata ingine, siku ingine umeenda ingine, like it's usually like an open door. So get to understand everything you do in life starts becoming an open door. If you today you decide to buy one human hair wig, inakuwa like an open door. Unaambia Mungu akusaidie kusustain that door. He sustains that door for you. So I see my minutes are ending. Naweza ongea the whole day, but thank you so much for listening. Kama umefika to the end of this video, thank you so much, and always get to understand that vitu zenye unafanya kwa maisha yako, it becomes an open door. Be blessed and have an amazing